I'm Jonathan Hörst from Lancaster, Pennsylvania, and I'm a rock climber. I actually started climbing about as soon as I could walk. I could hop onto our climbing wall in our gym in our basement and just play around on the holds. Then when I was about 4, around that age, I actually got onto climbing routes. Climbed up the rock. And then when I got older and older, up to the age of 6 and 7, I began becoming more serious about climbing, understanding the aspects of it. And I actually did my first lead climb at the age of 7.
My brother's climbing is kind of fun to watch sometimes because, like, the one day when he works on his project, it looks like he has no chance of doing the route, like he's hanging and he can't do it. But then the next day he comes back and he somehow has learned to put all the moves together with only 1 or 2 hangs, and he sends it the next go. And I'm just like, dang.
He's happy-go-lucky. He's more a free spirit. He's more likely to act with a little less calculation and just go for it.
I like climbing for many reasons. First of all, most climbing's outdoors, so you can see different sceneries, maybe areas that you wanted to see or never seen before. Also, as you're climbing, you really have to use your brain to think, okay, what am I going to do with my feet? Where am I going to move my hands? It really makes you think about your sequence. Also, when you're climbing, you really have to have a smooth movement, which I like. I think it feels really nice. You have to do totally different moves and awkward positions, but it can be really fun.
One of the cool things about John is he goes out to the cliff and instead of looking only at the routes that are bolted, the routes that exist, is he looks at the blank sections in between, and he already at his young age is visualizing first ascents.
I did my first ascent in Maple Canyon. I rated it 12D. One day I looked into the guidebook and I saw that there was a route that said unascented, and I'm like, oh, I want to try that. I've never gotten a first ascent before. So I hopped on it, and it actually didn't feel too bad. After I did my first ascent in Maple Canyon, first of all, I thought what I should name it. I thought Schooled by a 10-Year-Old. I thought that it would be a funny and enjoyable name for everyone that went around there and looked into the guidebook and saw the route. But after I thought of names, everyone, my family, my friends, were all congratulating me, so I was really happy and smiling. It was my first ascent. No one's ever done it before, so going through my head, was like, oh my gosh. In the guidebook, there's gonna be a route that says, by Jonathan Hörst. So I was really excited and I really enjoyed it. In the future of my life, I actually do see myself being a rock climber. I may not be a full-time rock climber, but I hope to be. I will still try to get an education and go to college, but have enough time to climb